Next Chapter Podcasts.
I want you to close your eyes and picture something with me. It's a hot summer night in the San Fernando Valley. We open on a classic suburban home, complete with 2 cars in the driveway and a smiling neighbor cutting his grass who stops to wave at the cheerful mailman. You can almost hear a brief stinger of cheesy theme music signaling the return from a commercial break. 90s kids, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Hey Lisa, who are you going to the prom with?
We cut to the living room, and sitting on the floor, in the dull glow of our big boxy tube TV, is me. I'm Holly, by the way, Holly Brown. I'm a stand-up comedian who shares far too much on stage, but you don't know that about me yet. Right now, you're seeing me at 17, and the only thing you can tell so far is something that's still true to this day. I love sitcoms.
Danny, I took the girls shopping. Dad, we were just a little keyed up from a party.
As I flip through the channels, though, hoping to catch one of my favorite reruns, you can tell from the look in my eye that I'm desperately searching for something more than just a distraction from my homework. And maybe at this point you're thinking, okay, Holly, dial down the melodrama. This is giving after-school special. And that's fair, okay? But before you write me off as another millennial clinging to nostalgic fantasies, let me tell you about what happens when we add in a healthy dose of reality. In walks my dad. And there's no explosive cheer of a live studio audience as he shuffles into the room, barely able to stand on his own 2 feet. A shell of the vibrant, larger-than-life guy my family's always known him to be. He opens his mouth to say something important right as Steve Urkel is asking, "Did I do that?" And instantly, static floods my brain like muscle memory. He's dying, I think to myself. He's dying. He's dying. He's dying. This isn't what happens on TV. No goofy montage during the opening credits, no tidy resolution, and no maybe we hug it out at the end. My life never once got the sitcom treatment. But even so, up until this moment, nothing could stop me from desperately wanting to believe it could. After all, we kind of looked the part, with all the tried and true archetypes. The wild child younger brother. The smarty pants older sister.
Technically, in Dante's Inferno, the deepest circle of hell is a frozen wasteland.
The quiet, collected mom.
Holly, would you please take that blowtorch away from your brother?
And then there was me, the middle child trying to hold everything together with jokes as some pretty aggressive problem solving.
Are we trading top ramen for tossed salad and scrambled eggs?
But the sitcom similarities didn't stop there. Stuff from our actual lives would show up on TV. Our dining room table would appear in a late night rerun. My favorite coffee cup would end up in the hands of the biggest radiotherapist in the country. That's because my real-life dad was actually working on some of the biggest shows of the era.
You expect me to give up my study, the place where I read, where I do my most profound thinking? I use the can like the rest of the world.
The thing is, he wasn't just making these shows. My dad seemed like he belonged in one. He was extraordinary. He could sing, he could dance, he could charm the pants off literally anyone.
I think everyone sort of idolized your dad because he had such a strong personality.
The more 2-hour blocks of TGIF I consumed, the more I convinced myself maybe my life was cooked up by network executives, which means maybe there was still time for a rewrite. But we weren't the Winslows, the Tanners, or the Matthews. Behind our glossy facade, behind the smiling TV Guide cover family people wanted to see, there was something darker lurking just off camera. It didn't start that day we thought my dad was telling us his cancer was reaching the home stretch. It started long before that. But in that moment, when he actually revealed something that knocked the wind out of me, something new that changed my life forever, I wanted to scream for someone to cue a laugh track. Because this couldn't really be happening. Not again. Not always the craziest thing. Abuse, addiction, affairs, self-harm, sexual assault, secret children, these aren't the kind of things they cram into half-hour comedies about snarky teenagers and their petty high school dramas.
I am a little shocked that my brother would allow this to happen to his children. He told us he didn't want you to know.
But in my new show, Everybody Knows But Me, from Companion Arts and Next Chapter Podcasts, I'm finally ready to uncover the truth.
I'm ready to investigate the secrets I inherited from my parents the only way I know how. Through dark comedy, oversharing, and peeling back the layers on the kind of stories we tell ourselves to survive. And occasionally willing my extremely fucked up life to act like the sitcom I always wished it could be.
So, not dying then.
Oh, I'm dying, all right. Dying of thirst? What does a guy have to do to get a beer around here?
Dad, you can't have a beer. You have cancer.
Next Chapter Podcasts.